Hello and welcome, this is Rooflemonger, and today's video, it's a bit of an odd one considering it's not really any tech, and some thoughts here you can really apply to any game, but we're going to be talking about what to happen when you're in a character crisis. So, you know, the patch and DLC obviously just came out as of the time of this recording, and that's usually key time when any new characters or when any balance patch happens, when the character crisis stuff, you know, really starts to hit, and we just got to hit with a double whammy of both, right? So what we're just going to do is I'm just going to kind of talk through, you know, go over some stuff I take into account when I have it, because it's happened to me in Dragon Ball, it happens to me in Street Fighter, it's happened to me in Mortal Kombat, it happens to me in every game. This game, it can be a little bit better or worse depending on your viewpoint, because it's a 3-character game instead of 1-character game. But yeah, let's just talk about it. So here we are, the character select screen. It's your good friend when you know exactly what you're going for, you know, pick, you know, old trusty reliable team or something like that, right? But when you are having the character crisis, you know, it's hard to settle out what's going to happen. If you've been like me at any point over, you know, the decades, because, you know, I'm old, I've played fighting games. Sometimes I just go in the training mode and I just stare at the character select screen. Doesn't really matter what game, because I have a character crisis in every single fighting game ever. I just sit on it and just look, you know, like, huh, you know, T-Hawk's going well for me, but just not doing it. You know, should I pick a Khan? Oh man, Kotal Khan sucks right now. Should I pick Tanya? You know, oh man, you know, Nappa sucks right now. Who should I pick, right? And then it could be something like, oh hey, Nappa just got buffed. Who do I pick, right? So what I'm going to walk you through here is a current example I'm currently right now, as I'm in this recording, going through, and then just some of the thought processes you want, right? So right now, Nappa got buffed, right? He's still in top tier, ain't nothing, but I did play Nappa a lot at the start of the game. And when Broly came out, I kind of switched to the Broly team, right? Now that Nappa, you know, he got some buffs. He's certainly, you know, he's all right. He's solidly decent now. He did lose a couple things, but whatever. That's a whole nother video. But overall, net buff, right? So I'm like, okay, I want to play Nappa. So the old Nappa team was Nappa, Android 16, and Super Saiyan Vegeta. I can't necessarily go back to it, not that Vegeta's bad in any way, shape, or form, but since the Vegeta nerf happened when it happened, it takes away what we call the plant pressure for Nappa, right? So I can't get a free Cyber Plant off his assistant anymore. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, that sucks. So if I want to play the team in the way I used to play it, I can't do it in that particular way anymore. So I know Nappa's a lock, right? I have no idea who the other two characters are. So I can look at it in this way. Okay, I have the character I want. Right now it's Nappa, for you it could be whoever, right? Fixate on that. What character, because this is the beauty at least of the team game, you can always have at least one character. Okay, I got one person down, now I need 2 more to fill the gap. So pick your one character first and then work around it. What does Nappa want? In my case here, in this, you know, character crisis that I myself have, which is kind of the impetus of the video, 16, he still does what he does for the team, so I can say, okay, cool, I can pick Nappa and I can pick 16. Vegeta, while still a very good character and still a very fantastic assist, the reason I had the assist on the team doesn't work anymore in this specific situation why I had it, so he's out, right? So then who do I pick? If 16, he's Old Faithful, he still works, he's still fine, great, whatever. Who do I pick from here, right? So then I look, okay, well, then who are good assists for Nappa, right? The beams are very good, so Goku Black, Super Saiyan Goku, they're both eminently fine characters. They allow for, you know, the good corner combos with Nappa, so, you know, that's fine. But then I look at other things like Kid Buu and Gotenks. Kid Buu and Gotenks, they allow for, like Vegeta used to, being able to plant mid-block string and continuing the pressure that's airtight. So in that regard, like, oh, okay, then these are 2 good characters, so now I got to pull 4 characters. If you got 2 characters you like, then, well, the 3rd character, you know, you can kind of suffer through it. You know, maybe it's not ideal, right? But my Broly team, I absolutely suffer through it. I pick 2 characters I like, and I pick the character that makes him work. If you know me, I don't like Goku. Yeah, I just don't, right? But as a sacrifice for the unity of the team, I picked Goku, and then wound up turning out that Goku's actually a really good character for Broly. Perhaps one of the best, if not the best character for the Broly team, right? So it kind of was a happy accident, worked out, but I picked 2 characters I liked. Therefore, you know, I picked the 3rd character I don't particularly care for, and then it made the team all gel together. So in this particular scenario, when I pick Broly, once again 16, and I don't even know if 16 will make it. I'm just like spitballing. He worked before, and he'll definitely work again, right? Then I look, okay, well I can use a beam, or I can use a lockdown. But then, when we consider these 4 characters in mind, then if we take these traits, okay, the beams let me get the cool corner combos, and so do some other characters. I'm just, you know, spitballing just to show you. And Kid Buu and Gotenks let me get the cool lockdown pressure where I can plant and keep going. Then look at this, well, hey, Gotenks can also let me do the corner combo. So then he has 2 of the traits I'm looking for, right? So even if it's a character I don't particularly care for, because I don't honestly even know the first thing about Gotenks, other than how to do the combos, which is more of a Nappa thing than a Gotenks thing, right? Then I think, okay, then he's kind of the guy that gels this together, because he lets me get 2 of the traits I'm looking for in the character I want to play, Nappa in this case. For Nappa, I want both the cool block strings that have Cyberman and pressure, and I both also want the cool corner combos, and Gotenks in this particular case fits the bill. So now that's just one example, right? So say no matter what, the character you want to play more than anything is Majin Buu, right? Well then Majin Buu, we kind of already know the balance patch has definitely made it better and it's opened up some new possibilities. Like if you pick Majin Buu, odds are you're picking Super Saiyan Vegeta on your team, because the assist lets you do the Fat Toss mix-up anywhere on the screen. Now, since the patch has happened, even though it's very difficult, characters like Nappa and Frieza also let you do it, and perhaps some more. So those are some options, but you gotta look at it. If Majin Buu is the character you want to play for sure, then you just gotta look at this. Okay, I want to play a worthwhile team, at least hopefully you do, right? And you gotta say, well, okay, a worthwhile team is probably gonna have Super Saiyan Vegeta on it. Now, if say the character you want to pick no matter what is Cell, hey, Cell, he's pretty good still, and he works, except for a couple of small things, he works basically the way he worked before, right? So if Cell is the character you want to play, Cell doesn't really need anybody, so at this point you can mostly pick any characters you like. You can definitely play like Vegeta and Goku Blue. Maybe it's not the most top tier team, but hey, it definitely would work, right? That's definitely not wrong. Now, the flip too is also, you got to think from the perspective of, okay, the balance patch happening, because in this case it did, right? And the character I loved before, let's say Kid Buu. Kid Buu, while still a decent character, got hit harder than Cell did. I think that's very fair to say, right? He got hit harder than Cell did. So in this case, we're like, and say you just don't find the character fun, and, you know, honestly, that I can't begrudge people if they played a character then it got nerfed. As long as you're not playing for strictly tier purposes, because then if you did, shame on you. It sucks to play a character that just got nerfed, you know, when you have only worse options to work from, right? So then you gotta look at it, why did I like playing Kid Buu? Why did I have fun playing Kid Buu? Was it because I liked the long normals? If you like long normals and that was your thing, then hey, maybe try Broly. Maybe try Adult Gohan. You obviously can't quite match up the Kid Buu, but, you know, they have the long normals. And maybe if that wasn't quite your bag, right, it's like, oh, well, I like the pressure. Well, then, hey, maybe try out a new character based Vegeta, because he has fantastic pressure in the corner. He's got somewhat similar of a mix-up that Kid Buu did with the down S high-low mix-up stuff, right, with his Destructo Disc. You got to take the qualities of the character, why you like them to begin with, and then look for them in other characters. So, if for some reason what you really liked about Kid Buu was the weird gimmicks, right? Like he can't quite do the same side switch gimmicks he could before. Then, but, you know, say that was your thing, right? Well, hey, Yamcha's got a lot of side switch gimmicks. So maybe that's character. So if you are trying to switch out from a character, be to a nerf, it doesn't even have to be a nerf, maybe you're just tired, sick of him, whatever. That's another aspect to look of. Okay, what made me like the character to begin with, and then what other characters have at least partially some of that playstyle that I fall in love with the character to begin with, and then go from there. So when you're looking in that mind, keep it in mind. And once again, as we started at the beginning of this video, you know, it all just starts with one character basically. If say it was Kid Buu, whatever, you find someone similar to that, sure. Say you're dead set on just your favorite character no matter what is Android 18, right? You want to build a team around that. Once again, find the team that helps make her work. For someone like her, it'd be pressure assist, because she wants to keep doing mix-ups, right? And that's just kind of what I'm talking about. Just find the right character for you. So apologies if that was a little bit long-winded, because, you know, I've been through the character crisis a million times before. So that's just a couple of my thought processes, and, you know, me going through the current character crisis I'm going through with the Nappa team. Still staying with the Broly team too, so don't get me wrong on that. That Broly's still here. So I know some people had concerns, so don't worry about that. Anyways, yeah. So I know after a patch, it's always the worst. You know, it's always bad when a character comes out too, but when a patch happens, that affects every character in the game, right? Certain characters lose their luster, certain characters look a lot cooler than they used to before, and if you're anything like me and you're watching this video, it's happened to you and maybe happening to you right now. So I hope my words on the matter help you maybe figure out the process a little bit better. Just once again, and especially in this game, pick the character you want more than anything else, and then build your team around that. It doesn't have to be the most optimal team as long as you have fun with it, and that's really what matters. And if your character got nerfed and you want to switch out, try to find a character that at least emulates what you enjoyed about that character and go from there. Because everyone has a style, sure, but not everyone's so fully unique that you can't find a little bit of what you liked about the character somewhere else. Anyways, that's enough out of me because I'm raving too much. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this video finds you well. Go out and play some Dragon Ball.